Hey y'all, today I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy golden roast, all while having a whole lot of fun. Oh yeah, that looks amazing. Hi, welcome back to another edition of Cooking Chris's Dishes from our camper kitchen. My name is Mikey from ReaderRecipes.com, and today I'm going to give you about a 5-minute video because it's literally going to take me 2 to put this together. This is called the Golden Roast, and the Golden Roast is simply 3 ingredients. It's cow, a can of golden mushroom soup, and then thinly sliced sweet onions. Vidalia would be a good one to use for this. Maybe a red onion if you like red onions, or if you don't have a sweet onion, an onion will do. But all I do is go in and cut pretty much like little ribbons. I think they call this in France a chiffonade. I don't know, I don't speak French, but something that kind of looks like that right there. And this is a super easy roast to do. One step that you might possibly do, and if I don't mention it, I'm probably going to get yelled at anyway, because there are some people out there that just scream to high heaven when we don't. But if you want to, you could always take your roast and you could brown it with a little olive oil on both sides just to kind of crisp up that meat on the outside, get a good skin. I'm not going to do that because I'm thinking fast, easy, quick. What's in the fridge? What can I do? I can get it done in 5 minutes before I got to head off to work, because this is one of those long cooking recipes that you'll be rewarded with later. So in the pot we have about a 3-pound chuck roast. It's very well marbled, which one of my favorite pieces of meat ever is a chuck roast that's well marbled. It's great for Mississippi roast. It's a very versatile roast to use with different ingredients, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be good. And all I want to do is I want to take my golden mushroom soup and put over the top of my roast. Bada bing, bada boom, just like that. Not sure where my New Jersey Italian accent came from, but bada bing, bada boom, there you go. And you're just going to want to put that and paint the top of your roast with your golden mushroom soup. And then over the top of that, I'm going to use most of this onion. This onion was about the size of my head, and that's too much onion for me. So all I'm going to do is take them pretty ribbons of onion, just enough to give a good covering on the top of my meat. Just like that. Maybe a little bit more for the onion lovers in my family. By the way, this is a recipe for onion lovers. So if you're not an onion lover, I'm not saying move on, because we all still like to hang out together, but this is an onion recipe for sure. But boom, 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 boom. It's also a mushroom recipe, so hopefully you like mushrooms too. If you don't like onions or mushrooms, why are you here? Is it because I'm so pretty? Anyway, enough about me. Let's talk about the cow. That's it. That's all you do. Cover that and put it on low for 6 to 8 hours. This is not a recipe that I would recommend on high for 3 to 4. Why? Because you want to take a time with a piece of meat. A piece of meat like this is an investment, and you don't want to skimp on your investments. Let it go. Let it go. Low and slow. 6 hours is going to give you a nice sliceable piece of meat. 8 hours is going to give you fall apart tender roast. And I'll show you how in about 8 hours. Or in your case, in 3, 2, 1. Bada bing! And we've been just around the 8-hour mark. So our roast should be done, but the only way to tell is by seeing if we can pull it apart. All right, let's remove the lid and see what we got. Oh, yeah. That looks amazing. Check it out. All the onions have all wilted down, softened up there. And if I can take my fork, yep. Look at that. That fork just runs right through that meat. That is done, y'all. Look at that. That's without even searing. There's going to be so much flavor in this meat from the soup. Now, like we've already talked about, I did not sear this meat. Also, if you noticed, I did not put any salt or pepper in. All I did was put in the soup, as well as a good huge half of that giant onion, which looks to be plenty of onion in this. But it is falling apart with one fork. If I take 2, we probably go a little quicker. But one, Cris isn't around, so I'll do it this way. And 2, you want to make sure and not scrape the bottom or sides of your pot, especially if you're using a non-stick like I am with this Ninja. you don't want to scratch that up. That will not make for a happy spouse, I promise you. So we'll just leave it like that. And then I'm just going to take just a little, because this is dinner. We're down here at Camp Ludicrous, so we're going to do a little pitch in, and this is going to be what we bring to dinner tonight. We come up there and we'll see how we did. Okay, so this is no salt, no pepper. The only seasoning is the onion and the soup mix. Let's see what that tastes like. I know it's going to be hot. Now, for my taste, I would sprinkle just a little bit of salt on there, but there's going to be salt in that soup already, and I don't want to over season anything because it's better to under season it and then make it how you like it at the end versus over season it and everybody just has to suck it up and deal. Those onions, they're soft, they're sweet. They've got a little chew to them, but they're not crunchy at all. And that makes for a clean plate. Y'all, make that. It took less than 5 minutes to put together. After 8 hours, you'll have one heck of a good dinner. Very, very good. If you like this video, as well as the other videos that we do, make sure you give us a thumbs up down below. If you have not become a member of the Crock Posse, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button down below, and you're a welcome member of the Crock Posse. Also, if you want to know as soon as we put up a new video, be sure and click the little bell that we call the ding-a-ling next to it, and it lets YouTube know that you want to see a video as soon as we put one out. But y'all, whatever you do, laugh often, eat good food, and speak life. Bye. I'm gonna get seconds before the family gets here.
If you want to see the latest, click on the left right here. If you feel like subscribing, click on the right, my dear. And if you think we're funny enough to send us money, click the Patreon.